Alrighty, so everything is stripped and I've begun. I've only got these couple of things done here because this closet's a huge pain in the ass. I got it cut in around there. I was trying to do this without taking out the trim in the closet just because I'm lazy and I don't have time, but for this piece right here, it's gonna be a huge pain in the ass. This is probably gonna be the absolute hardest cut I do, and after this is done, it really should only take about maybe a maximum of about 3 hours to finish the rest of the floor. Which, that being said, that's like what, 80% of what's left. The cuts around the fireplace, not such a big deal. This gap here, obviously there is no structure in the world, even a brand new home, where all walls are 100% straight. So you can kind of see how this tracks. I've got this here, so this is a little beyond my expertise as far as cutting carpet in. So I just cut the carpet and I'm gonna put a threshold across here to cover up the gap. Because I honestly don't know how to tack carpet down. Like you can see, they have over here. I mean, there's a way to do it. I don't know how to. So they cut it down and they use tack strips. It's a special sort of tack strip that you basically fold the carpet over and torque down on it, and so it like makes this nice smooth mating. Unfortunately, like I said, oh shit. All right, well, let's not fuck with that. I just don't have the expertise to do that. I've never done it before. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I'm kind of on a schedule here. For the initial prep, if you're gonna do this, I don't know if you're replacing carpet or you're just replacing original floors, but like I was showing you the other day, this thing here, definitely worth the money. It will literally take off nails if you have tack strips you're trying to get up. It'll just knock the nail heads straight off. It'll get everything up out of the way. So anyway, this stuff is pretty much essentially, when you're doing like complicated cuts like this, which you will have no matter what kind of situation you're in, there's always going to be cuts around thresholds and door jams and stuff like that. So we've got a little bit of room to work with here, not much. So this has already been cut. There's actually a tool to do this. I have one, or actually Jay has it. But I'm going to try to do it without it. The reason why this one is so much harder than that one is obviously because I was coming in from this side. So it's easy to just like jam it underneath there. And then just these pieces go, you know, in on this way. But on this one, motherfucker, I'm gonna have to find a way to cut this, make this cut, and then go in, and then find a way to bring it back. So that's why I'm probably gonna go ahead and take this piece of trim off. I kept all the trim. Typically, what I would do is I would buy new trim, but I'm kind of on a budget. And there's really nothing wrong with the trim. I was thinking I could probably nail it back, but I think I'm gonna have to go and holler at Jay and get my nail gun, and I'll basically just grab some needle nose pliers and just pull all these old nails out, and then once the floor is in, I'll just put the pieces, because they're already pre-cut. You know, why would you? Worry about, going through all the trouble of recutting all these pieces when they're already pre-cut. The only problem is this one here, this long one, it broke, and it was really fucked up from the termite damage that the termites did. But I just wanted to walk you through this one cut, because you're going to run into shit like this when you're doing it. it's gonna be a huge pain in the ass. So what I'm essentially gonna do is I'm gonna measure, and I'm probably gonna actually have to slim down the piece because I think it's gonna be wider. So I'm actually gonna have to cut this way and then make the inverted cut here, and then the whole piece itself will probably end about here. Here, shit, I'm a really shitty photographer. But anyway, that's where we're at. Like I said, typically, if you want to do it really right, and I'm really OCD, and normally I would have taken this piece of trim out so that I could get these a little closer, so there wouldn't be this huge gap. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's what fucking caulk is for. I'll fill all that shit in with fucking caulk, and nobody will ever know. It's inside a closet, so really, who gives a shit, right? Yeah, that's where we're at now. So I'm originally was going to cut in to this. I pulled all these pieces out here, all the little pieces that were not full pieces, and I was going to cut my new tile into it. But unfortunately, as you can see, it's obviously a different batch of tile, and this motherfucker, here's the old tile here. This is my pile of old tile. So, like, you can see right there, it's like literally like 1/8 of an inch wider, which fucking pissed me off because I did all that work and I pulled all this shit out. And when I went to put in my first piece of new tile, I found out real quick that it wasn't gonna match up. So I had to put all this shit back together. Oh, fuck. All right, I'll fix that. But I had to put all this back together. I had literally almost like 4 feet back taken out of this. And when you do the tile, you want to go from one side to the other, right? That's the easiest way to do it. When you're trying to cut in, that's why I knew it was going to be a pain in the ass, because you can't really just like go from a middle spot. You need to go from right to left or left to right, whatever you think. I chose to start there because I knew the closet was going to be the pain in the ass. And I actually was going from this end to that end. With this one, I'm going to go from there to there, because that's going to be the hardest motherfucker right there. And it's going to be hard enough to try to put that in without having to worry about matching up to the tile here, right? So you always want to stagger it. It doesn't really matter how you stagger it. I was a little OCD the first one I ever did. I actually did them like half and half, like, you know, like one, and then like right in the middle the other one would start, and I did that all the way. But generally, if you look at most floors, they're kind of just like wherever. So you see I've got like one starts there, one starts there, one starts there. It's just, it's whatever. It really doesn't matter. All that matters is the end pieces. So since I can't cut in, I'm going to use the threshold and put it right here. So really that's the only thing I need to worry about, is make sure I have like a 1/2 inch gap between the two, so that the threshold will fit down in there. And then it should look great. But yeah, I'll walk you through this cut. It's going to be a son of a bitch, and honestly, if that's the only thing I get done today, I'll be fine, because the rest of this shit is nothing. I mean, it's just slap and go, slap and go, slap and go. But anyway, wow, that's almost 10 minutes. Fuck. I don't know if I'm going to be able to send this to you. I'll figure out a way. Maybe I'll have to email it to you or something, because I don't think I can actually send a file this large on my phone, and there's no way to, like, I have no idea what the time limit is or whatever. So anyway, I will put the next one on when I start measuring.